Hello YouTube. Today I did my final thesis presentation and critique of my art show in the gallery. It went so well. I was so nervous, but it went amazing. I feel like I just really got it together and really pushed through and really did everything well. It's been an exciting experience, let me tell you. One of the students in our cohort got kicked out of the art show today. It is Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, is the opening of my MFA thesis show. And yesterday on Wednesday, I did my final thesis presentation and my final thesis critique. And it went so well. I am so happy. I'm so proud of myself. One of my professors came up to me afterward and she's like, "You did so good. You did good with this and that and whatever, and I'm so proud of you." And I just was like melting, you know. It was wonderful. I am so glad to be done. I am so glad to be done with school. I don't officially graduate until May, but you know, fine, whatever. I've completed all my coursework and I'm done, and I am now a professional artist, I guess, with a master's in fine arts. It has been so much drama. Let me tell you, it has been so much drama. I don't think that master's programs are usually, like the things that happen, I don't think they usually happen. None of the faculty had ever heard of this happening before. But yesterday, 2 days before the opening, they kicked one of the artists out of the show. And I honestly, I don't want to talk bad about this person, but I'm glad they finally did that. We were all supposed to have our shows installed, ready to go, done by last week on Friday. This artist did not show up. He showed up on Monday and then never brought any art in, didn't show up, didn't come back, just sort of disappeared. He lives locally. All the rest of us have been, low residency. We've been flying in from other places, driving in from other places, taking the train in from other places. But so he didn't show up, and apparently they gave him, get it done over the weekend before we get on Monday. And he didn't do that either. He showed up at 3 a.m. on Monday and dropped off some stuff and then proceeded to disappear and then reappear, drop off some more stuff, and kind of just putter around in these piles of electronic components and cameras and wires and keyboards, and there was an old soundboard and some speakers and all of this kind of stuff, and he was just in there, I don't know, assembling stuff. I'm honestly not sure. The opening is tonight. My mentor had said she would come to the opening. I don't know what happened. I didn't check my email, but she showed up early, and so I totally missed her. The opening has not even started yet. She came by this afternoon. I had no idea. And I'm so embarrassed that I missed her. I was really looking forward to seeing her in person and chatting with her. So Wednesday morning comes around when we are all supposed to be presenting our work and having a final critique, and he's just like standing in this pile of electronics, and they kick him out of the show. And we had to completely recurate the show for the three of us that did complete all the art and all of the requirements. Completely recurate the show, move around the partitions inside, everything. And it's just been so much work for all of us as the artists, for the faculty, for the people that have to be in the gallery to like move this stuff around. I have not even been able to get good, proper photos of my art installation because everything got moved around and they have to redo the lighting, and it's been so frustrating, and it's honestly been a little infuriating that this student that we have been in this program with since the beginning would do this to the rest of us. It's been very emotionally challenging. It was honestly embarrassing for me. I have not really promoted the show, and they have not really put up the posters because this person's name is right on top, and I don't think any of us were sure if he would have a show, and so I didn't really promote. And now that he's off, like, I don't know, there's no new poster or materials or anything. I hope they updated the website. I haven't checked, but it's been I'm angry. I'm over it, but I'm angry that it happened like this. And I'm just so tired, and I'm wondering, is this what my future looks like? Am I always going to be so exhausted by my own art shows? Am I always going to be so exhausted when it comes to doing these openings? Like, how do I manage this? How do I make this work for me? How do I not feel so tired all the time? And I don't know if I have any answers. I have done so much work. I have worked so hard. It has been very difficult for me to complete this program. Grad school is not easy. Grad school is hard, and I really worked hard, and the other two students in my cohort have also worked very hard to get to this point. It was just so upsetting and so embarrassing to see someone that I thought was with us on the same wavelength completely whatever. I don't know, to have absolutely nothing to show at your final thesis show, to show up like that, and to think you can get something together in a few hours before your show and failing to do that. I mean, it's just shocking. It's really shocking to me. It's been upsetting, and I'm so glad it's over. The show has been recurated. It looks beautiful. People are coming to the show. I'm so excited. I spent the whole day in bed. Is this normal? I don't know. Is this my life now? I don't know. I hope not. I think back to, back to when I was living in the ashram, and back when I was a monk, and how nothing was impossible. And if I was still living in that time, I would have handled things today very differently. But I'm not living like that anymore, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm so tired. I'm glad I was here. I'm glad I did my MFA here, and I'm very, very happy to be done and moving on to professional life. I I just totally crashed after my final thesis presentation and my final critique, and I had to, had to reinstall the show and move things around. After all of that, I absolutely crashed and did not get out of bed for like a week and a half. And I honestly just did not expect that to happen. And so the 2 weeks after getting back, I was expecting and planning to be working on curating this art show at the salon, and also finishing up my own art that I want to put in there. And so today I kind of finalized everything with my artists, got in touch with the salon about scheduling a day to install. The date on that actually got pushed back to the end of February, which I should have like considered in scheduling this. It's fine. I feel like shit still. I look like shit still. I am just now getting around to like thinking about what I want to do this year. What are the projects I want to do? What are the goals that I want? I just had a really good weekend of like meal prepping. I'm back on doing the food distribution, and also I was able to help them expand the amount of donations that they're receiving. So now there is more food to distribute, which is also going to be more work for me. I have so much knitting I want to complete. I have not I didn't even make Christmas presents for people this year, so maybe I can get some gifts done in time for Chinese New Year. Like, that's kind of a gift giving holiday, right?